the next step of the edit form is we have to create an API to list all the information of the employee in different tables. Okay. So that is the purpose of this particular video, that we are going to see how to create this API. Okay. So here you could see, these are the basic things, and you need to add a parameter for employee ID. So you need to add a employee ID, a new parameter to be added. Okay. So adding a new parameter is very simple. You have to click on the add. Once you click on the add, the new row highlights. And if you want, you can delete also. And the employee ID, see, there are two parameters. One is parameter name and the other one is parameter value. Okay. So the employee ID is the parameter name and the parameter value is P employee ID and used in SQL. So what do you mean by used in SQL? That means this particular parameter will be used in the SQL. So let me explain what is meant by used in SQL. Let me go down and explore a query. So I'm using the employee ID in the query. So question mark employee ID means what? We are trying to add that value into the query. For example, you are calling the API with an employee ID. Let us assume the employee ID is 32. So that means the value 32 will be directly implemented here. That is employee ID is equal to 32. Okay. To make that possible, you need to put the parameter value, parameter name here. What is the parameter name? The parameter name is, this is the parameter name. So the parameter name has to be used. Okay, fine. So there are some cases where parameter value is used, that we will explore in the future. Okay. As of now, we are using only parameter name. So this should not be used as of now in this particular cases. Okay. That will be very specific where the parameter value is used, that will, okay. So in SQL, it is used in SQL, that is clear. Okay. Number two, whether it is most of the things, other things should be ticked. Data collection to be ticked and is a tag name. Yes, obviously it is a tag name because we are adding this employee ID to pass on a value. So that means it should be a tag name. Okay. Okay. Then the tag name will be automatically generated once the employee ID is given. The tag name is automatically generated and the description is employee ID you need to give, and that's it. And you make, we should make a default value. It cannot be empty. Like, okay. So it cannot be empty. At least you put a space in the default value. Okay, fine. That's about the creating the parameter. Once the parameter is created, then we need to create two queries. Why two queries? One query is for the parent information, that is employee information. The next query is for the status. Status is a data table. Of course, you know that one. Let us go back to the table information, then you will understand. See, the employee table is a parent table. Under the parent table, the status is a daughter table or child table. Okay. So both the information need to be passed, then only the edit will work accordingly. Okay. So that we need. So we are currently using this information. Employee detail for ID. This is what we are currently using. So here two queries are there. Okay, let us explore one after the other. The first query is L limit as it is and employee info is the table name. and the procedure name is given and a remark is given. Okay, select star from employee table where employee ID equal to question mark employee ID and the ComTrans and deleted record are default. Okay, so this is very simple. Select star from employee table. What do you mean by employee table is a table. Select star means all the columns where employee ID is equal to question mark employee ID. So employee ID is a primary key and that is equal to the value given by the user. So it automatically assigns to that and it fetch the data from the table and showcase. That is the purpose of this particular API and this particular SQL. Okay, fine. And similarly, we are going to do for the status. Let me go back. So status is here. See status also, employee status is the table name and procedure name and the detail, SQL remark. Select star from employee status where employee ID equal to question mark employee ID and ComTrans and delete record. That's it. So this is very simple. Edit form query will be very simple. What is the, if there are going to be like one parent table and 10 child table, then you need to have how many queries? 11 queries, correct? So one is the main table, the remaining 10 daughters or 10 child should be in the sequence, one after the other, right? So that is how we need to work out this. So that is about the query. So once both the queries are ready, you can generate and the API will be ready. Okay, that's about the API. So nothing special about that one. If you call that API, you'll get the information and that has to be used in the creating the form. Nothing special about this one. Okay, fine. This is about this video. We will follow up with the next part.